Hello my fellow gamers, this is Shadow from Shadow Online Gaming, bringing you another exciting quick battle from Warhammer Total War. This time I'm up against Frangilo, I believe how it's pronounced it. I do apologise if I've got that wrong. His name will be coming up on the screen now as I go over the quick overview. So I will be using my City of Nuln Empire army, which has 834 infantry compared to the Dwarfs 886, but as you know, Dwarfs are all pretty much infantry. I also have 60 cavalry, 12 pieces of artillery to his 6, and one other, which of course is Balthasar Gelt on his cavalry. So, let's go over my army then. As you go, I've got a nice position on this hill, with the fence in the way and that. So let's go over it. I have 4 units of swordsmen with 1 unit of great swords in the middle. You've then got 3 units of handgunners. This includes the silver bullets. You've got 2 units of spearmen on either flank, and then you've got all the good guns. 2 units of mortars, 2 units of great cannons, one of them being the Hammer of the Witch, and you got Balthasar there as well. And hidden in the trees over here, I have 60 outriders with grenade launchers. So if we quickly now jump over to his side. Now, his one's a nice bit of a mixed bag, to be honest. So, right, I had to find my notes then. I had my arm on it, couldn't find it. Right, so you've got Ulfa's Raiders, which is the Rangers of the Great Weapons. You've then got 3 Claws with Great Weapons. So, that's going to really hurt when they get in line. You've then got 3 units of Longbeards here. You've then got the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, which are Dwarf Warriors, veterans. You've then got Balagor Iron Hammer, there we go. You've then got the Dwarf Warriors of Great Weapons, 1 unit of Grudge Throwers, which is the Goblobber. Or was it 2? Sorry, my mistake, there's 2 units, Grudge Throwers, one of them being the Goblobber. You've then got 2 units of Slayers. They don't have the Dragonback Slayers though, which is a shame. You've then got Miners of Blasting Charges there, and I believe there's a unit of Miners of Blasting Charges there. So a very nice mixed army. So, as you can imagine, the tactics is quite simple. He's going to march in with artillery support. We are going to hold here while my outriders come in to cause problems. Because obviously he's going to probably leave his artillery mostly undefended. Now it takes him a while because he's probably thinking, oh yeah, it's again, you know, he can't have that much artillery. I really do. And I love the work on these guys. And loved how they looked. Did you see his face? It's not there anymore, but did you see it? So one of the cannonballs there. Very nice. So he starts moving the grudge throwers up. And the trade-off begins. Now, something that was mentioned, when we were battling, he got a bit upset. Got a bit annoyed with me. Now, he said that this is a spam army. I am spamming. Why do I do that? Now, first of all, it's meant to be a themed army, but I can understand in quick battles why that could be misinterpreted. But also, what exactly am I spamming? Because I thought spamming is if you had more than 3 units of the same kind. Now, I've got 4 swordsmen, but that's not really spamming in my favour, is it? Having swordsmen. It's not like I've got, oh, let's have all great swords. If he means I'm spamming the artillery, well, there's only 2 cannons and 2 mortars, which the Hammer of the Witches is taking a pummeling. He is focusing that down. Seriously doing some damage. But yes, he got very angry with me, and I'm not entirely sure if it was fully justified, to be honest. I'd love to hear your thoughts below. Comment below if this army counts the spam army. I mean, maybe it's just the number of artillery and he just got really annoyed, but I mean, it's not like it gives me a bonus. I mean, artillery can easily be outflanked, destroyed. I mean, this guy, he is absolutely destroying them. They've actually he's broken my Hammer of the Witches within the opening moments of the game. He's now advancing forward. The outriders have moved in and have fired and charged the catapults, because I just wanted them to get off the catapult. So I immediately run. He had the Slayers behind, which makes sense. These are my big units. As you can see, any unit that is caught, the Slayers cut down viciously. It is very horrible. As you can see, that's actually caused them to become shaken. But we stopped one of their catapults from firing, because I don't think he actually gets them to reman. Is he gonna... Are they going back? Can I believe it? Oh, yeah. Yep. So now these guys are just running from there. The main army is advancing under heavy fire. I've got the crew of the Hammer of the Witches to come back, so they're going to reman that. Have they actually destroyed that cannon? You horrible people! Do you know how much that costs? Flinged it right up and all. So now, what I'm doing is keeping these Outriders, I'm just keeping these guys busy. And he did reman the crew. I didn't think he did. Maybe it's a later charge I do that he doesn't bother remanning them. But I am trying to keep their leadership and defense up, because I know how important it is to keep these guys going. The handgunners will, so as you can see, I've got this beautiful hill that I'm fighting over. It's very, very thematic. That you've got the swordsmen there, the handgunners just above so they can see over, and then cannons just above them to see over behind the fence. Well, there was a fence. The dwarfs have thoroughly destroyed it. Oh, that must have hurt. The handgunners are now firing at the targets in the distance. Of course, that does mean they'll be firing at us, and we've even got our own little fence there, which I absolutely love this little setup. So you can get some really good headshot. He's trying to get it. Oh, you got rangers and oh, of course you did. Yeah. I don't remember. Yeah, the Ufa's rangers. And the quarries are trying to get in. The mortars are below them, but they're using the trees as cover, which is an ingenious idea. Now the Outriders have got behind his army. We've given up on the catapult, and we have thrown grenades into the back of his men, which I think got him very, very frustrated. The Hammer of the... Oh, that's the mortar crew's nearly broken there. I think the Hammer of the Witch have just... Oh, no, they're there now. They've moved back a bit. And this is a huge exchange of boats and... oh, they've got blasting charges. But luckily, they start to break, and I do this nice little spell on them. Boom, 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 boom. That should make them reconsider going there. The handgun... I'm trying to stop them from throwing their charges, because I know they've got them. Now the dwarves are trying to advance under a hell of gunfire here. The artillery's had absolutely beaten. They've now broken, which is great. These guys were throwing grenades at his lord, doing quite a bit of damage. Where's the other unit? Ah, they're being chased by the... Are those slayers? Yeah, they're being chased off by them. So they pretty much take no further part. I now advance forward and charge against these dwarves, because I wanted to get the charge bonus against them. So I get a really good charge in there. Do a nice bit of spell on them to try and pick them off. This is a massive flank. Don't know if that was me hitting my own guys. Is that people stood on fire? I don't know. But the dwarfs now in combat are gonna... As you can see, that flank has pretty much already collapsed, which is impressive. Why they collapsed so badly. So this side's not looking too hot. But this side is more in our favour. He's pretty much focused more of his strength here, and I'll focus more of my strength there. But he does have these guys really annoyingly shooting into my flanks. But we are getting these guys to break. The handgunners are trying to take out these guys. But they're using the trees as cover, which is absolutely ingenious. The Lord tried to chase the Outriders. That was not a good idea. And the Grudge Fires have moved up and are still firing. Those guys, I don't know what they're doing anymore. I think they turned around and got caught and butchered, but they're taking 2 units up. I've now got a good surround on these dwarfs now. As you can see, I've completely and utterly surrounded them. Balthasar's there giving his friend. We have won this flank, but you've got the miners here coming in. Do I do anything about it? Am I going to do anything about it? Probably not. Yes, they've broken. Balthasar is trying to join in the fight here, just to try and break their leadership. He's even got a unit pulling back. These grenade launchers doing an amazing job. Oh, flipping heck, I didn't realise. I've got a charge. I had my swordsmen charging in against their quarries, but of course their quarries, they've great weapons, so they are just ripping them up. I'm trying to get some rear grenade shots in. The miners have reached combat with the handgunners, which is not good. They will cut these guys up, but I'm pretty sure these guys are tired, so they should be taking debuffs. I'm trying to hold the hill as best as I can. These guys are starting to waver now, but not quick enough, and these guys are now coming back in. Now he's dealt with that charge in. He's now getting the line reset. He's getting these guys to charge and try and win this combat. This is vital for the victory, pretty much. And you see, these guys are pretty much Longbeards at full morale now. I've got guys trying to come in. I've got handgunners are shooting into them. The miners here have actually broken against the handgunners, which is a great thing for me. Got swordsmen there as a reserve. But my forces are starting to break. They're getting tired, they're worn out. These dwarves just keep coming on like some horrible machine. These quarrels are finally targeting the Outriders, which is probably the best thing to do, is try and take them out. Because now they've started to waver. As you can see, now his commander's got involved. Iron Hammer, he's smashing. I've got great swords in there, which is good. They're anti-infantry, anti-armor, so they should be cutting them up. I've got handgunners trying to pick up the commanders. But you can see, it is not going well at all. I don't know why these guys aren't firing or not telling. I should have targeted them, like, pick these guys off. Mortars are trying to fire there. Who are they firing at? Oh, I've got a group of swordsmen there, and they're just being shot in the back. Fantastic. But then again, he's got 2 units of slayers over there not doing anything. But they've now completely broken. These guys did a suicidal charge to try and get rid of the raiders. But, of course, with great weapons and on their own, it's not going to go well. This force is now starting to break. As you can tell, and this was an intense game all the way through. I mean, he said I was spamming, but clearly I can't be spamming to win here because it is such a close game. So they're now charging in against the handgunners. That flank has fallen. But I've now got... I felt like I was doing something from Zulu, where it was just wave after wave. And we just have layer after layer of defences. And each wave was harder and harder. So we're now doing a spell to rain death onto them. Very nice. The cannons and mortars are trying to do point blank shots, which they're doing a very good job of. They're doing a good job. But you can see these guys have now broken. I've got guys running to the hills, but what I do, instead of charging them, I get them to gather here as a final stand, because I knew these mortars and cannons were not going to last long. So I tried to get everything, as you can see, gathered together to make a final line. The Balthasar leading the way. Where is he, actually? Balthasar? There he is. There he is, getting involved. Try to help out where he could. These guys have started wavering, which is good. But yeah, the mortar had no chance. But now he's coming back to lead this final pitiful defence. There is 268 men against 295 dwarfs. This is the reason I kept this replay, because it is such... I mean, look at the guys coming in, though. He's still got artillery coming in. But it's all coming down to this valley now. You've got spearmen, swordsmen, handgunners, barely anything. His dwarfs are coming in, and we are just trying to hold the hill in a very valiant attempt. I got to admit, this is probably one of my, apart from the abuse on the chat, one of my favourite quick battles, actually, because it was such a good back and forth, back and forth. His lord is going straight for the handgunners, the witches, which makes sense. Balthasar has joined this fight to try and help get these guys, get the rear charge, and try to get rid of these dwarfs. Mortar crew, I'm not sure what they're doing. I think they were just going to charge into them. The handgunners have actually shattered the longbeards, which is an amazing thing, because now these guys can come in and fire there, or fire there, wherever's needed. The hammer, the silver bullets are now breaking, but so are his dwarfs, which is a great thing here. But you can see he's got more. Oh, his slayers have finally come into the battle. There's his other group of slayers there. I don't know where they're going. I guess chasing the mortar crew. But they've ran from the other side of the field to here, and they're coming in. They're now doing horrible. Is that me buffing them? Nope, that's them doing horrible things to them. So they're using a lot of armor, which is not good against slayers. So this is kind of the last stand. You got some handgunners trying to hold here, but he's got guys coming in now to try and finish them off. The rain. And unfortunately, at this point, even Balthasar sees there's no point fighting any longer and tries to save as many as they can. So apart from the abuse on the chat, and absolutely, as you can see, he's got a really long name, clearly part of a clan of some sort, but absolutely amazing game. Really enjoyed it. Actually, Balthasar got nice 17 kills. The spearmen, not many. Swordsmen, not many kills. 30 kills from that guy. The Great Swords got 105 kills. That's mad. But against dwarves, it makes sense. Maybe when I play against dwarves next time, I should lose another swordsman or two, and so have like 2 swordsmen, 2 great swords. Because you can see, having a second unit that could do that would outdo anything these guys could do. Maybe that's a permanent change I'll do from this army. Have 2 spearmen, 2 swordsmen, 2 great swords, and then I can't be seen as spamming. You also have 2 units of handgunners, nearly 50 kills each. The Silver Bullet got 106 kills. Unfortunately, one Outrider didn't do very good, but the other one, that must have been the one that done all the damage all the way through, 44 kills. You see the mortars, 51 and 27 kills, and the cannons got 30 odd kills each. Very nice. The Iron Hammer got 63 kills. His miners got 24 and 28. Dwarf Warriors only got 18, which wasn't great. His Slayers, 8 and 63. I guess that was the group that didn't actually get involved in the fight at the end. Well, they did. His Dwarf Warriors, Longbeards, I've got to learn these icons. Longbeards, 53, 40 and 79. That don't surprise me. The Warriors of Dragonfire Pass only got 3 kills. I think I focused them down with a lot of shots, so that's why they didn't do much. The Quarrels, 39, 73 kills. That is impressive. And of course, they got great weapons as well. And this is a really good all-round dwarf army. I really like it. You've then got the Raiders, and the Grudge Throwers got 67, and the Goblober got 114 kills. That was absolutely the amazing game. I really enjoyed that, how it was kind of staggered. You know, we charged, we had counter charges, we had the Outriders, we had to fall back, and we had laser defense, and in the end it was just a few Empire troops against a few Dwarf troops holding in the top of the hill and the woods. Was absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much for that game. I'd love to play against you again, and also to explain how mine was a spam. Maybe you just saw all the artillery and went, you're spamming artillery. Perhaps that's what he was getting at. But if he does see this video, I hope you realise that it's a themed army for the city of Nuln, which is the gunpowder city. So that's where they build all the artillery, all their handguns and all that. So that's why their army has so much of it. Should probably explain that in the chat before the game, so you're aware it's a themed army, not a tournament army. But you can't really complain. You still won. It was a great game. And I hope our viewers enjoyed it as well. If you guys did, please hit that like button, comment below. Try to tell me if it was the spam of artillery or was it the 4 swordsmen. I reckon it was having 4 pieces of artillery. He didn't like it. But as I see, that's a major weakness, if anything, but having more than, say, 2. Because, yeah, they do a nice bit of damage, but they can easily get overrun. They can easily be picked out and targeted, so, yeah. Anyway, yes, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, why not? It's a great channel. It's got me in it, obviously. So hit that little red button. It would be great to see those numbers go up and have more people coming regularly. I do upload as regularly as I can. Normally on Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. And every other Saturday I do a nice music video where it's the music I play in these battle reports. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, come and check out the rest of the channel. It'd be great to hear from you. Right, leave it there. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you next time. Till then, take care.